So some of the roles that the engineers can play are new areas of opportunity. I believe there is a lot of opportunity in the counties. Take an example of Nairobi County. Having born and grown in Nairobi, I've seen Nairobi morph in various stages. I recall when I was young, the city was running very well, whereby I could drink water directly from the tap. Transport system was functional. We used to have Kenya bus service. They were timely. You could even set your time based on what KBS had indicated as their time. They're always on schedule. The city used to be cleaned on a day-to-day basis. I recall when I was playing in the streets, you could see city council people decked in their regalia, taking rubbish. People were well-mannered in terms of they were not throwing litters. There was a sensitization had been done, or it was self-sensitization or what. It was good. But yes, I understand at that time the population was low. But with the rapid rural urban migration, there has been a strain on some of the facilities. So which brings in the role that the engineers can play. I recall there was a position of a city engineer at that time. And the person who came up with that idea, I believe they knew the importance of that. So as engineers, we need to clamor for the return of the position of the city engineer. With the barrows, we need to have like the constituencies. Maybe we can take 2 constituencies, merge them, have a barrow. Maybe we have 10 barrows. Like, for example, we can have Langata and Kibra or something. They have a barrow whereby you don't need to go to City Hall to be able to get your services. And then we establish engineering units there. We can have a barrow engineer. Then under we have the various engineering functions who can take care of the drainage, can take care of the road aspect, can take care of the environment, electrical, street lighting, and all those. So those are spaces that require just engineers to arise. We go and explain, and then we pick them. We get off some of the young engineers from the streets. 2, the building sector. It is so big that if we take our position in there as engineers, we can make it so vibrant. In that, I recall, like when we are doing a road, we are looking at, let's say we are doing a cross culvert, an access culvert. We are able even to test the concrete, to crash cubes on a culvert that is access passing water. What prevents us from coming up with mechanisms of doing quality control and ensuring that all developers have a robust quality assurance and control regime. And with that, everybody, whether a teacher, a doctor, in all aspects, they are all thinking of development. The aspect of development is engineering related. Even our community, they talk of development in terms of engineering related aspects. They want a school, they want a hospital. All those things, when a country says it's developing, and engineering has to be in the background. So we need to take our space. And that is why I say we arise and shine as engineers. And Nairobi County, we need to now engage, not only Nairobi County, we need also to engage the other counties and ensure that they really engage engineers in a way that will offer money for value for whatever that they do. Otherwise, we'll have a country that development will not be, we'll have a very confused developments where we'll be retrofitting always after some time. But this can be done properly if engineers were involved and play a key role in the counties. We go down there, mashinani. We need to have engineers mashinani. Like now, if you do random sampling and ask a standard 4 kid, you should be able to tell who an engineer is. What does this engineer of various disciplines do? So we need to be known. Let us get out of our ivory tower, if I use that word, and let us come down. Let us not have that, long time when the population was low, people could come and look for engineers. Even the government could give engineers jobs before as they just finish campus. But the world has changed. Things are moving. It's dynamic. We need now to fight our space. Otherwise, other players will elbow us. And in this world, it's all about survival for the fittest. If people perceive that we are languid, we cannot be able to fight for our space, they will step on us and they will eat our lunch and will keep on complaining. But that is how the world is. That is how it is. It's a jungle of sorts. So engineers, let us be serious. Let us take our space. Let us, and it has to be you, not anybody else. Don't look at another engineer because somebody is waiting to be led. Be your own leader. Have self-awareness. Know who you are and be able to take that position. Go to your village. Go to wherever you are. Let people know you are an engineer. Let them see the value of you being an engineer. And I believe with that we shall start commanding the respect that we deserve. Respect is earned, is not given. In Kenya, we have, in the engineering space, we have innovators. We have people who are doing innovations within that space of engineering. Some young, very young at an early stage, even when they are still at the university. One of the challenges that maybe perhaps most of the innovations are not, they are not progressed to another level is, number one, the aspect of communication. They are not very well communicated in terms of bringing to the fore for the members of the public to know what people are doing. And then the funding aspect. So somebody starts with very good ideas, but ultimately along the way, they fizzle out with those innovations. And then some of the innovations, when we look at them compared to what is happening in the outside world, over time they become more like obsolete. So what I'll urge people who have been in that space, who have that innovative spirit, is don't be discouraged, just continue and then seek for the necessary support. And then I'll urge also the engineering fraternity, especially our body, IEK. Maybe they can open a portal in which any innovative ideas by various engineers can be put there, and then there is aspect of patenting can be followed up. One of the engineers that I know that has brought good ideas, there is Engineer Lucy Mutinda, who does some aspect of recycling. That one I know, and it's quite commendable. And also we have others who have been trying, but the innovations have not gone full cycle. So another area that has great potential for innovation, as from where I see it, especially from the design aspect, is the aspect of material. The materials that we use is becoming depleted by day, and we cannot continue just building roads the way we have been building. So we also like the various consultants, the academia, in case they can do more research. They can also liaise with the various agencies and to conduct research in materials that we can use locally available material to be able to attain the same results we want in roads. Because you can imagine what we have been prescribing in our standards, some of it currently will be, our roads will be very costly because the haulage distance of material. But I'm glad that there is the new manual is prescribing how we can be able to treat some of the materials that are locally available. Because we have seen in some countries like, let's say UAE, Dubai, whereby you see people build roads on sand and buildings in sandy conditions, and other places where they do not have the luxury of the materials that we have. They still do what we normally do in roads, but using what they have. So engineers, we need to embrace that aspect of changing what we normally use and innovate. And then also the aspect of technology and AI, we need to be abreast in what is happening. And I will also urge that within this space, we bring more training geared along those lines of AI and technology, so that our engineers, we do not remain in the acrostic state, doing things like our great-grandfathers used to do. So that is what I will urge our engineers to do, and let people not be shy from coming up with whichever ideas, even if they sound crazy. because most of the innovators at the initial stage were thought to be even mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, growing up, as I indicated, the issue of mentors is very important. Most of the people didn't know the course that I was to take. At that time, even civil engineering was not really known. So even my parents, people used to know that if you go out of campus, maybe you become a teacher or a doctor. Or maybe, but engineering became, that's why we need to educate more people so that some of them can even encourage their gifted children who are very good in mathematics to channel their effort along that route. So there is a lot of sensitization, a lot of outreach to schools and also the general public that is required. And I'm so happy and glad that even what I'm doing today is part of what we need to have done, we need to be doing, that at least the members of the public will be able to know who an engineer is, how an engineer looks like. As I close, there is one time when I was working in Nairobi, in Nakuru, I was very still a young engineer, and we were doing relocation of services. I was on the Lanet Nakuru Njoro Turnoff project. And we were meeting some members of the public on the various service providers on relocation of services. So I'd just come there and I stood there. Then they were waiting for an engineer. They were asking themselves, we are waiting for the engineer. Where is the engineer? Then I said, I am the engineer. Then they were like, we thought an engineer is a very, the public has another figure of an engineer, somebody big, somebody humongous or such a thing. So we need to debunk that as a fraternity. Engineers should come in all sizes and shapes, so that the members of the public can know. You can be tall, short, fat, petite, all kinds of shape, black, brown, like that. Thank you.